Rebound is followed, no good. Sandro gets it again, and he lays it home. Powell starts the drive, now steps back for an 18-footer. Good! 26 years in the making. Seton Hall wins at Villanova.
After that big victory on Saturday against Villanova, the Pirates return home. Welcome to The Rock, the Prudential Center, where tonight the Creighton Bluejays coming to town, ranked 23rd in the nation, ready to take on the 10th ranked Seton Hall Pirates. And the standings in the Big East. Seton Hall, Creighton, top of the table. The Pirates with a 3-game lead. Hi, everybody. I'm Gus Johnson along with the governor, and welcome to Newark, folks. It is Bill Raftery bobblehead night. And look at that bobblehead. Look at it. Coach, when did you die and come back looking like Jay Wright? That does not look like you.
They paid me a compliment after all these years, but it's very nice of them. I'm sure they'll sell out in about 3 minutes.
Ah, man, Coach, we love you. They love you. I love you. How about this game tonight? 2 red-hot basketball.
Yeah, as you know, watching Creighton, it's fun to watch them. Over the timeline, they can make threes. It's imperative that Seton Hall recover, get out, and cover these terrific shooters from the wings.
All right, let's take a look at the Jeep lineups quickly. Coach, who stands out?
Of course, Balak on the one side, such a great shooter, driver now, passer. And, of course, on the other, Miles Powell, solid contributor from deep. Great leadership qualities.
And your officials, terrific trio working this game this evening. And let's take a look. John Gaffney, Brian Dorsey, Matt Potter. Romaro Gill in the circle. Here we go. The toss and the tap controlled by Creighton.
How about that? Bishop up quick and right now. Gus Johnson. Seton Hall goes a little match up zone, but minimum principles.
Tell me about this Creighton team offensively, Coach.
They do a great job ball screening and diving. Bishop, they lob to him no matter who is the big guy. A lot of ball screens and re-screens as well. Zegarowski puts you on a string. Great dribbling ability.
First shot of the game, and it's a good one. I tell you what, this Creighton team impressive this year. Damian Jefferson knocks down the jump shot. He's averaging 9 a game out of East Chicago. Meanwhile, Gill inside draws contact and a foul.
Nice shot going inside.
Coach Mack, 55 years old, 10th season at Creighton. He stands second in Creighton's all-time win list, trailing only Dana Altman. And this team comes in winning 5 of its last 6 games after starting 2 and 3 in the Big East.
And what he's done is he's developed the team. You mentioned Jefferson making that shot. He is playing very well. Little nicked up, too, so it's good to see him healthy and out there. But he can get to the rim. All of them can compliment by going to the 10.
How about this big fella, Romaro Gill? He has been playing some excellent basketball this season.
It sets up your defense, too. You can gamble outside. You know you got the guy inside. The great negator, his ability to respond. Game in and game out. He can get you 7, 8 a game.
He's 7-2, shooting 66% from the free throw line. Now, here's that zone. How do you break it, Coach?
And then right there, get it to the middle and try and kick opposite. This is a little bit of a gamble, too.
Alexander off the heel.
You don't want to leave these great shooters untouched. This is the ball screen. They let the run the lob to him as well.
Sandro's first shot off the mark. And Zegarowski with the rebound. He'll bring it up the floor. Nice look, Bishop. Oh! And a late call. Mamokilishvili will pick up his first.
And that's the pressure that Creighton puts on you. Zegarowski with a great look, a little look away. And the ability to get down the floor, they really make you get out and get those puppies up and down and recover.
So Christian Bishop, a sophomore, 6'7", from Lee Summit, Missouri at the line. Kevin Willard, what a job he's done as the head coach at Seton Hall, 44 years young, 10th season. Earlier this season, he passed your good friend, P.J. Carlusimo, for most Big East wins in program history.
He passed me years ago. First couple of years he was here, but he has done a magnificent job taking guys and made them better.
McKnight, the Sacred Heart transfer.
Big-time player, I think. We all talk about Powell out there.
Baseline jump shot, and it goes down for Miles Cale.
And he has been struggling lately. That's a breath of fresh air to the Pirates. Straight up man now.
Bishop inside, Zagorowski back to him. Power dribble on Gill. Got him in the air, draws a foul.
Clever. Bishop is clever. Mentioned Cale struggling. Don't settle deep. Put it on that deck and be creative here. Nice little spin, turnaround. And there's one thing about Creighton, too, because they're so good offensively. They have gotten so much better on the defensive end, but this is just individual ability, knocking it down.
So Christian Bishop again at the line, a 58% free throw shooter.
Plays with a lot of energy, Gus. Very athletic.
Creighton coming off a 94-82 win over St. John's on Saturday in Omaha. So far, Miles Powell has hardly touched the ball. You know that's going to change.
Yeah, he plays into the game. He doesn't rush things. There's a good look for him.
Batted around. And the rebound. To Tyshawn Alexander. Malek. Short.
Oh, boy, that's their offense, though.
Bishop with the loose ball, and he'll bank it down. Creighton hustling now. Bishop with 4 points.
And just the great thing about Creighton is they're such good shooters when they miss. There's an ability to finish off the deal with a tip or a follow.
Miles Powell. Shaking. Step back 3. Off the heel. And here come the Blue Jays. Mitch Ballack. The front court. Zagorowski.
Or can beat you with the bounce, too. That's what makes them so explosive.
And Bishop there for the foul. Missed it at point-blank range. They kick it out. McKnight in a hurry into the front court.
Gill can't forget to check out. Bishop very active at the rim.
McKnight straight away.
Nice little job. You go under, you pay. Quincy
McKnight turning out to be the glue for this Seton Hall team.
And a great defender. Very athletic. He gets an offensive rebound on occasion.
Ballack hard down the lane. Bounce pass. Bishop hangs in the air. Off the side rim. No. Batted out. Here comes Powell.
He'll go all the way.
Straight to the basket and foul.
Knows how to draw attention. And defensively, you're going to pay for both of these clubs. If you just hide under, you get that little bump, and all of a sudden you disappear, and it's going to be costly as you get under here.
Ballack picks up his first, and that sends Miles Powell to the line. Senior now. Coach Willard has some conversations with the officials.
We talked to a bunch of coaches around the country now, Gus. They think Seton Hall has all the pieces to be a legitimate threat come the end of the year.
Seems like it's wide open in college basketball as we head to the NCAA tournament in March. So Powell, first shot, and he missed it. 3 things you need to know about the man they call Cheese. His dream car, a 458 Ferrari. Of course, if I could live anywhere, Hollywood, of course. Favorite coach saying, basketball better be the best part of your day.
Well, you can relate to the Hollywood part. I know that. That's right up your alley. I love the way he is as a teammate. Sets up their pressure now, making the free throw 2-2-1. Slow this Creighton club down just a little bit.
Powell guarding Tyshawn Alexander.
A little horns look now. Ball screen out of it.
Zagorowski, top of the arc. And it's
both clubs. You can't hide.
Ziggy.
Ziggy is big time. I love his game.
10-8, Creighton. McKnight moving around the screen. Cale deep.
Wow, how about this? A revelation from a guy who's struggling.
Miles Cale off to a good start with 5. Seton Hall by a point.
Nice play to Jones from Zagorowski, a playmaker. In 3 seconds, they were down. 27 on the shot clock. Explosive.
Delvin Jones, Idaho State transfer from Chihuahua, Mexico. Powell pops out on the wing.
The overhelp.
Gill with a height advantage. Can't lay it down.
A little slapback action. Seton Hall ready for it.
Ziggy pivots. That Villanova jump stop. And a travel.
Switch feet. Jones uncomfortable left far.
15-11 to play in the first half. Great start for both teams. Villanova, Marquette, the game to follow this one. Big East basketball is sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee from the Rock, the Prudential Center here in Newark. Creighton with a 1-point lead over Seton Hall. Let's go back to 1994. The last time Seton Hall won at Villanova, gas was $1.11. President Clinton was in office. Here comes the hot stepper. Was a big hit, and Fox Sports made their debut.
94? We were together.
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
I've been with you longer than any woman I've been with in my life, Coach.
Well,
it was like 26,
are
27
you suggesting
years.
I'm less problem?
Yes, yes, you are.
Less expensive?
Yes, you are. You are correct, sir.
Maybe not as attractive, but nevertheless.
I would say that.
I love the feel of this game, though, don't you?
Yeah, it's a great feel so far.
Very competitive, rolling on the floor now.
Guys hitting shots.
Yeah, making shots. And you know who loves teams making shots?
Who?
The referees.
Yes, they do.
Makes their job a lot easier. Jared Roden on the floor. Gus really has stepped up. This is what's happened in this program. Guys have gotten better. He's now making shots. Terrific offensive rebounder, amongst other things.
That 4 lead changes in this game. Ballack and Powell combined have no field goals and only 1 point.
Alexander with a good day. That pull-up. Shooting with confidence.
Ball batted around, out of bounds, and we'll stay down here.
Mamu. Kid is really very active on the glass. Again, if you shoot good shots, you touch, you can rebound.
Yes, Seton Hall, they've won 12 of their last 13 games with a 3-game lead in the loss column in the Big East standings with 7 to play.
Baseline bumps. Alexander doing a nice give back.
And Gill with a finish.
And Powell just, again, I mentioned to you before we started, this team has a great feel for one another. Know their roles. Nice little give back and the finish by the big fella. And Powell just really running, drags 2 defenders, sets that whole sequence up.
Denzel Mahoney picking up the foul. Mamo Kalishvili heads out of the game. KO back in. So Seton Hall going kind of small. They do have Gill in there, the 7-foot.
And you know, that's a good point. Both teams can force the other to play small. Sandro can be the center for this team. Mahoney can be the center for Creighton. Movement.
And a moving screen. What's a rule on that screen, Coach?
Well, you got to stay locked, and you can't have your feet outside your shoulder. He may have just moved a little bit here. Oh, my goodness. He's never been on the subway in New York.
McKnight, Roden, Powell, Gill, Kale.
Weave, they end up, here's the double horns here. A nice fade.
Roden slashing, kicking Kale, saves it from going out of bounds. They'll restart.
Both clubs use the floor beautifully.
10 to shoot, McKnight. Hesitation, drives to the cup. Right hand on the left side, no, batted out. Here comes Zagorowski. He's got Ballack on the right wing.
And they know, too, they get right up on him.
Mahoney off the head.
Well, you know the coaches have worked on transition D.
Powell lost it on the way to the basket. And one thing you notice about Miles Powell, and I talked to him before the game, Coach, he's really been working on his handle.
Well, in the next step, you got to be, though, right? Be able to handle, get by people. Well, I'm impressed with a great teammate, obviously, but he mixes his game up more this year. Not settling deep because he is strong around that rim.
No turnovers so far for Seton Hall. Obiagu checks in, the Florida State transfer. They jump it down. McKnight, cross court, wide open. KO rises.
Obiago gives him a different look. He's got to be active with Bishop. They use Bishop in the ball screen.
Mahone, hard drive to the basket, shows it. Comes to that Villanova jump stop. In the corner, Ballack. Halfway down, pops out. Bishop with a rebound, and he draws contact from behind.
Obiago with the push there. Bishop a little too active. A speedy performer. Well, you're lucky when Ballack misses a shot. I mean, he is just automatic.
You know, lately, Coach, I don't know if you've noticed this, but the kids are wearing this interesting hairstyle now. Kind of the curly, afro.
Are you suggesting that
yes.
they go that direction?
Boy, you look great like that, Coach. I'm telling you. What would that look like on a Bill Raftery bobblehead?
I don't know if I could afford it, though.
That's true. It looks like it's high maintenance.
Yeah. Love this kid's attitude, though. So undersized, but such a key performer for Creighton.
Powell trying to create, shaking, running, short. Zagorowski with the rebound.
Yeah, he played good D that time, too, Zagorowski. Jefferson does a great job getting to the rim, too, if he has to.
Inside, nice look. Bishop can't hold on. Taken away by Cale. Outlet pass in the front court. Here's Nelson. Leaves it. Cale. Hard drive. Back.
Woo! Bring the house down. And a foul, Gus.
Take that.
The pass that leads to the pass. A great look to Nelson. The little dribble handoff. And woo! As Luke Conisecki used to say, leave the chandeliers. Goodness. Turn the lights out.
They're standing on their feet after that one, folks.
And Powell's the one that ignited the crowd, too, to pay homage to a guy who's been lying in the weeds a little bit the last few weeks.
He's been shooting just 6 for 25 in the 4 games prior to Villanova. Misses the free throw. Bishop picked up his second. That's trouble for Creighton.
Boy, if they were sleeping, they're awake now in this building.
Zagorowski drives it inside. Bishop, reverse no. And he'll pick up his third.
Oh, that's a shame. Those cheapies, and we mentioned at the beginning, this undersized team. Now, this will make a change. Mahoney will be the 5-man. He's so active on that ball screen and dive, and unfortunately, his enthusiasm and effort costs him dearly. Look at this matchup now. Mahoney and Obiago. Now, that might help on the offensive end. The defensive end, Obiago should be able to get some boards.
Cale. After the spectacular dunk.
Nelson, very good dribble drive. It's in the lane.
5 to shoot. Baseline. High archer. Rebound Obiago. New shot clock.
And a violation. Yep. But that's what he's got to do, knowing Mahoney's undersized. And they're going to match up. Now, this is interesting. Greg McDermott knows that this guy, Kevin Willard, likes to go with a small lineup. Sandro on the floor. Now he and Mahoney sort of matched up as centers. Very subtle screens that Creighton runs.
Alexander's been quiet offensively. Ballack with the right hand now. He's a lefty. Turnaround Jay. Way short. He's scoreless.
Nice defense. Alexander.
Ziggy in traffic. Off the glass and in. Well-run fast break as Damian Jefferson finishes it.
I guess they can teach you a lesson. They'll take you to school running a fast break. You're going to get those legs churning.
Fisher's letting them play. Great pace, great rhythm in this one so far.
And they just stretch you, both of these clubs.
7 to shoot. Inside. Nicely done. Kalish-Vili from Nelson.
Nice play. Nelson's got a great feel. Nice pass. Again, you pay if you don't run.
Mahoney from Alexander. Here's a weave. Nelson. Sandro on the hop. The kick. Kale. Nelson.
Now look at him settle.
And out of bounds. 10:27 to play first half. What a game we've got so far. Seton Hall, Creighton, a 1-point affair. After a huge debut weekend, the sports world is buzzing about the XFL. And this week should be even better when Tampa Bay takes on Seattle Saturday at 5 Eastern on Fox, followed by St. Louis versus Houston Sunday at 6 Eastern on FS1, or catch it all on the Fox Sports app. 18-17, Seton Hall with the lead. Let's go inside the huddle with Kevin Willard.
Hey, we're in a great spot right here. Let's just clean up our transition defense. I tried to tell you guys that's where they're going to get you. All right, Ant took a shot. The other two guys got to be getting back. I don't know why you can't have Ant shoot and then someone not getting back. Make sure we're sprinting back.
You can talk about it, but you got to get out there and do it. And they get it down in 3 seconds. And again, how do you handle it? Do you run to the corner to match up? Generally, guys go to the rim and then bear out. So it's really a dilemma if you don't get back. And all 5, it puts a lot of pressure.
But with the way kids are shooting the ball now from such long distances, I remember in high school, coach will want you to get into the lane when you get back.
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying. But what you have to do, if one guy doesn't get back, you can't just run and match up with your own guy. So it is a dilemma. Nice ball fake. Oh, my God. A little lingerie on the deck. Mambo Kalish-Vili.
Damian Jefferson again with the basket. Creighton reclaims the lead. 6 lead changes in this game.
Boy, guys are screening so much better, not moving.
Mambo Kalish-Vili with a rebound. The kick. Top of the arc, McKnight.
Unselfish play from beginning to end. Sandro with the kick out. Nice compliment on the reverse.
Let's see McKnight. The tip of the spear for this Seton Hall team. Especially on defense.
Oh, he's got his guy now. He's great. Taking advantage.
And Zagorowski banks it down and draws a foul.
Oh, he just has a great read and feel for the game. Puts you on a string. You want to dance. You want to play. A little kiss. And then the ability to get to that lane. A little Villanova here. Jump stop, spin, and finish. And on the other end, just acknowledge that guy outside. Very unselfish. Playing small. Great kick out by Mama.
Mambo Kalish-Vili, though, picking up his 2nd foul. And Zagorowski at the line. He had 23 on Saturday against St. John's. Played 36 minutes. It was his best scoring game in Big East play this season. Came 1 game after he was 1 for 10 for a season-low 3 points and a loss to Providence.
He gets some numbers early in the year. He had 32 against Texas Tech. I mean, he's a terrific talent. And Big Mac said he hopes to get him stronger because he had some ills where he couldn't really work out.
Reynolds with the step, the kick, McKnight again open. In and out.
Nice basketball, though. Get a piece of that lane. It is divine. And on Ballack on the catch.
Ballack
without it.
Baseline Zagorowski, no. Roden kicks it out. Here's Powell. He's quiet offensively so far. No field goals and a foul.
And both teams are so unselfish, Gus. Ballack could have shot that ball the extra look.
Alexander called for his first for Creighton. Miles Powell at the line.
This would be right up your alley, I think, this style of play. When you were a kid, right?
That's right. I mean, it's back and forth.
You didn't run any shuffle cuts. In your schoolyard.
What's that? And you know, when you're one of the best players in the nation, you get magic shoes. Those are called Gucci shoes, Coach. Those are Gucci's.
Wow.
Those are Miles Powell's.
Gucci roll in Vegas when the Tark was there.
He's got a Gucci game, that's for sure.
They look like dancing shoes.
High end. Second free throw good. 23-22. Look at McKnight. Working hard. Oh, in and out dribble. Alexander lost and picked it up off the deck.
This team can break some ankles. Not a bad post up now here. He's got a game. Little hook shot, too.
Jones looking for that hook. Batted around. Roden. Tough rebound.
Both of these clubs known for their offense, but really great ball movement, icing it to one side, and then the recovery too. Of course, when you got that deterrent at the rim and Romaro Gill, why not gamble?
Jefferson called for his first. Roden at the line. He's been battling the flu. Nice looking player, Coach.
Oh, he's got a big upside.
From Long Island, New York.
Every time Seton Hall shoots good free throws, I think of an old pal of mine, Kenny Kuzman, who used to be on the board here at Seton Hall, and he dies, and against the Paul, he shot poorly on the free throw line. He takes it personal. It's such an important aspect of the game, particularly late, closing it out.
Seton Hall 8 of 10 from the free throw line here in the first half. Mahoney contested. Gill with the board. McKnight cantering into the front court. Roden a three.
Well, they are doing a nice job defensive. Nice hands.
Tip of the spear.
Jump ball, really? Oh, they got a foul. Ooh.
Quincy McKnight is a defender.
The ability to guard, so important. Look at the hands. A pilfer. Downtown Newark for Seton Hall.
And a look at the standings in the Big East Conference. Seton Hall in first place, 10-1 overall record. Their only loss coming to Xavier, followed by Creighton, Marquette, Villanova. Our game following this game, we got a great night of basketball tonight, Coach.
Unbelievable.
Coach, it's basketball season.
That's what you told me a couple of weeks ago with Butler.
And in the news, sad news, Mustafa Heron may be lost for the season with an ankle injury.
And Tyrese Halliburton, I watched him during the course of the year. Terrific. I think he was leading the Big 12 in assists. And Ayo Dosunmu injured late in that game last night. Hopefully, he apparently has said he will be back. So let's hope the doctors concur.
Last play of the game, 25-22 at the line. Quincy McKnight after the steal, foul. McKnight 14 points against Villanova on Saturday. Last 11 games, 78 assists and only 30 turnovers. Third in the Big East in assist-to-turnover ratio at 2.4.
He is a complete player, by the way. Defensively, that probably should have been a jump ball. Would you agree? I think, you know, a little nickel dimer, but the point is he is always in the right spot. Good team defender, individual contained guy.
Now Seton Hall picking up full court. What's this designed to do, Coach?
Oh, this slowed them down just a little bit. Occasionally get a quick shot, maybe. How about this? The range they have, you got to get back and cover.
Alexander with the basket for Creighton, his first basket of the game, and it's a three.
There's that little weave to a ball screen they like to run.
McKnight turns the corner. Roden steps out. Gill calling for it. Knocked away Jefferson. Stolen Jefferson. What a play.
I tell you, the coverage was incredible.
Ballard looking for his first field goal. Mahoney, 16-footer. Got it.
A mid-range shot. Are you in shock?
Yes, I am.
A little pull-up.
It's open all the time.
It sure is.
What would you say to those analytics guys these days?
Hey. I didn't sit next to one of them in class. I don't know.
27 up. Ignite, pick and roll with Gill. Top of the arc. In and out.
Look at this ball movement.
Alexander. Back-to-back jump shots. Timeout, Kevin Willard and the Pirates.
Yeah, Seton jacking them up a little bit, not running their stuff the other end. Creighton showing their poise and ability.
8-0 run for the Blue Jays. According to Mike DeCourcy, here are the Big East teams that will be heading to the NCAA tournament.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? But 6 years ago, this renaissance began, and boy.
And next year it gets even better. Connecticut is back.
Whoa. The Garden will be humming when they give it to town.
So far, Tayshaun Alexander starting to warm up.
He really has some range, some ability, some foot speed. And I think he's a good defender as well. And they just stretch you, put pressure on you, and the coverage has to be impeccable against these deep shooting teams.
Alexander scoreless in the first 12 minutes and 40 seconds. 2 trays in 63 seconds. Picks up the rebound at the top of the key.
Don't leave the ball.
Let him go again.
Never leave the ball.
Back-to-back triples. For Tayshaun Alexander, Creighton has its largest lead of the game. Miles Powell still without a field goal.
Creighton is playing well, and of course Villanova, that win sometimes you're a little bit flat, but they're settling for shots like this on a regular basis.
Mamoukelashvili with the stick back. 33-29. Ziggy.
Everybody on the floor right now can shoot the three. No, a wide open middle for this opportunity to drive. Boy, Big Mac knows what he's doing. He is good, and they are good.
Mahoney having a good start. 6 points in the first half. Inside, Mamoukelashvili and a foul, offensive foul.
Said he reached his arm and locked his guy. Unfortunately for him, but just the ability that they shoot, you cannot leave the shooter or leave the ball. Whether it's a shooter or not, a little ball fake. What's the difference? You got coverage in the back, not really good communication, and this is anytime you vacate a guy, and a nice selling job as well.
So Mamoukelashvili, Kevin Willard gambled, and it didn't pay off. Sandro picking up his third foul. Tyrese Samuel replaces him. 35-29. Creighton shooting 52%.
Mismatch here.
Alexander now driving to the basket, hanging in the air. Loose ball picked up. Jefferson off the glass quickly and in.
Well, they're outworking them, out-scrapping them right now. Creighton really alert, attuned to the game.
37-29.
Samuel rebound, post up.
And another foul against Seton Hall, an offensive foul. So far, the two of the stars for the Pirates not playing well.
Not really contributing in a solid fashion. A little halftime remedy, maybe a little conversation to get them going. But anytime you raise that arm, they're going to get you in that low post area.
But remember, Miles Powell can score points in bunches. He's 0 for 4. 4:13 to go.
This little plain small has been effective, though. Look at that wide open middle to do this.
McKnight with the rebound on the Alexander miss. McKnight crosses over, jumps top left hand, goes down.
How about some magic? Great attack.
In the corner, Alexander deep. Roden, McKnight. Creighton gets back.
Roden wanted it, couldn't get it over to him. Just about Powell time right now, don't you think?
Yes, I do. Get around baseline, jump shot goes down. Nicely done as Shavar Reynolds.
Great story. Walk on to a scholarship. to a contributor.
37-33. Mahoney bumping and grinding, pulls up.
Thought he could have done more. Attack with that big body.
Now Powell, hesitation on the baseline. And a steal. Ziggy getting busy for Creighton.
What a nice read, running through the passing lane. Would have stems the tide with a great defensive play. A nice switching on that little fade.
Reynolds again in the corner.
Kid's tough. Not afraid. Moxie and talent.
3-point game. Ballard.
Here's the matchup they want, I think. Ballard with a pick and pop.
Mahoney facing, driving, hanging. McKnight, pressure on the defense, blocked from behind, out of bounds.
Oh, nice.
Jefferson trailing.
Never gave up on it, Gus.
1:55 to play, first half. Creighton.
Not too bad, the open floor. Great defensive maneuver. Does everything but jam that baby, but don't give up on a play. Damian Jefferson provide a big-time negation.
(39-36), Creighton leading Seton Hall on the road. Don't forget, coming up on the Jeep Halftime Report, we will go live to Villanova, where Rob Stone and Jim Jackson will be joined by Wildcats head coach Jay Wright. That's coming up on the Jeep Grand Cherokee Halftime Report. And Academic Ambition, sponsored by SoFi. Get your money right, all in one app. How about Jared Roach? His major is business. His career goal is to be an entrepreneur. One lesson from Dad: always remember who you are. He's a 2019 Big East All-Academic team member.
And his growth has been terrific, and he's gonna continue to blossom. He's got that hairdo you were talking about.
Yeah, that's his new style, man. So he's been under the weather. Returned to practice yesterday for the first time since the Pirates beat Villanova on the road. Miles Powell, top of the arc, lets it go. Looking for his first, can't get the bounce. And Reynolds digs it out.
What a job he's done. Making shots and hustling.
Miles Powell 0 for 5. Skip pass. Kale slashing across. Inside, no. And a whistle and foul underneath.
Big Kale goes to the free throw line. That's who they gave it to, whether it was Jefferson. Well, this is our kind of game. No big guys out there.
Jefferson picks up his second, you're right. Now sub coming in, looks like Kelvin Jones for Creighton. Tyrese Samuel, freshman from Montreal, Canada. Scoreless against Nova on Saturday. Played 6 minutes.
Gives them an additional big guy at 6'10". And they're coming back with Gill now. For defensive reasons, you might see a little mix-up now, a little pressure. Knowing you got Gill back there to protect.
Mamukadishvili, remember, is on the bench with 3 fouls. Seton Hall, 11 of 13 from the free throw line. They've made their last 7. (39-37). Zagorowski working hard to get it into the front court. McKnight in his hip pocket.
Well, they do a great job getting over the top of screen. Seton Hall.
Ballard.
Again, they leave the ball.
Alexander. And Samuel with the board. Seton Hall can level this game with a 2 and take the lead with a 3.
This is good for Samuel getting these minutes. Gives him another big He can shoot it.
Alexander takes a three. Rims off. Inside, Jones couldn't hold on.
I think Gilday got the block out of that.
Here's Powell.
Well, they are really well scouted. Getting right up on Powell. Don't let him breathe.
25 seconds remaining. 10 to shoot. Powell in traffic and a whistle and foul.
Well, Ballack gets the foul. Could have gotten the foul. He tried to get in position to pick up the charge. I just never got really square with him over there. This is little communication, too. If you got a big guy back there, these guys got to let him go, I got him.
Ballack picked up his third. Miles Powell only 3 points in this game. He averages 22 a game. No field goals.
It's not over, guys.
Oh, no, it isn't. Both free throws good. KO comes in. Powell heads to the bench for the finals 18.9.
And got a little more pressure on the ball at all spots.
Zagorowski brings it up the floor. They rise to their feet here.
And McKnight gets right in it.
8 to go. Zagorowski pick and roll with Mahoney. Zagorowski shaking. Pulling. And that's the end of the first half.
A little schooling there.
6 ties, 10 lead changes. Creighton heads into the locker room with a 41-39 lead.
Pretty impressive, huh? That's ability on that little switch. Do a little dance. Separation. Nylon. You call him Ziggy?
Yeah.
All right, you are tight. Just enjoy watching that kid play. Got a great flair for the game.
41-39, Creighton at the break. We'll send you to Rob Stone and Jim Jackson at Villanova for the Jeep Grand Cherokee Halftime Report right after this. You're watching College Hoops on FS1.
To the Jeep Grand Cherokee halftime report. 2 points separating Creighton and Seton Hall, but we are here outside of Philadelphia getting set for another top 25 showdown from the Big East a little bit later tonight. Number 18 Marquette and Marcus Howard to take on number 15 Villanova. Rob Stone, Jim Jackson. Villanova head coach Jay Wright joining us right now. This is the first week, Coach, since the Big East realigned itself, where there are 5 Big East programs ranked inside the top 25. So how do you describe the current state of this conference?
Well, you know, I've always said, Rob, since the Big East, the new Big East started, that the tradition of these programs is such that everybody's been to the Final Four. It's the biggest thing happening on every campus, right? And anybody could beat anybody 1 through 10. And it's really been the truth. But this year, we've proven 1 through 10 can beat anybody in the country. 10, if DePaul is 10 in our conference, they went at Iowa. They beat Texas Tech. They beat Boston College. Everybody in this conference could beat the #1 team in the country.
Well, you know, it's evident in the first half of the game that's on right now with Creighton and also Seton Hall. Creighton right now 2 points. To me, the conference is so tough top to bottom. To me, that's the strength of a conference, especially when you look at the Big East and what's happening right now. Miles Powell not playing extremely well in the first half.
Mamu's struggling as well.
Mamu was struggling as well.
Wish Mama would have struggled last weekend. He didn't struggle last weekend.
Too bad.
You know, but here's the question. A lot of people outside the program here at Villanova kind of panicking over the 3-game losing streak. But I know internally, you said your team is playing well, just unable to finish some of those games.
Yeah, we're just a young team. You know, we've always had veterans that finish these games, and the league is the best it's ever been. You know, we lose a game. Kamar Baldwin hits one at the buzzer at Butler. We played really well at Butler, and we had our chances at the end of the Seton Hall game. I think Seton Hall's a Final Four contender, right? And our goal is by the end of the year, if you match up with those teams again, how much improvement can we make? And I'm proud of our guys. I'm proud of how they're working and improving every day. Sometimes you got to give the other teams credit. Yeah. And Creighton's another team that I think is, definitely a Sweet 16 caliber team, at least.
Let's talk about your opponent. You got the guys warming up behind you. It's hard to hear you over all the yelling that they do. You've schooled them well in that. But Marquette, winners of 5 of their last 6, 3 straight wins. Their focus has to be on Marcus Howard. So as you're breaking down the film and you're talking tactics to these guys, what are you saying? How do we try to limit this guy?
You're right. I mean, you got to put the focus on Marcus Howard, but you can't put so much on him that you let Annam or McEwen, those guys get it going. And the guy that hurt us last time was John on the offensive glass, blocking shots. All these teams, Creighton's the same way, Seton Hall's the same way. All these teams that have one great player, the reason that guy is able to be so effective is because you can't leave the other guys. If you could leave the other guys, you could shut down Powell, you could shut down Howard, but you can't leave the other guys. They have great balance on these teams.
Coach, thanks for joining us live. We appreciate it. We'll see you in about an hour's time. Ryan Arcidiacono is going to be in the house. We're going to retire his jersey. Great moment. Marquette Villanova coming up next on FS1. But coming up next, we're taking you back out to Jersey. It's the Bluejays with a 2-point lead over Seton Hall.
Some hot shooting here at the Rock in Newark. Watch this a little tight, folks. He has no hesitation as he knocks it down, just like the big guys. Marcus Zagorowski shaken, not stirred, as he gives Creighton a halftime lead. 41-39 back for the second half after this. Welcome back to Big East Basketball, sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. 41-39, Creighton, the 23rd ranked team in the nation. On top of the 10th ranked Seton Hall Pirates. Welcome back, everybody. Gus Johnson along with Coach Raff. Coach, tell you what, Creighton doing a great job shutting down Miles Powell in that first half.
Only 5 shots. He gets 17 shots a game, but just terrific correspondence with one another, whether it's individual ability, containment, forcing into tough jacks, or coming off screens, trailing, chasing, contesting. Nothing easy, but he does light it up when it comes to post time, so watch out for him.
And time for our first half stats, sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee.
The ability to get to the free throw line is so important for Seton Hall. And Creighton, the push, the jack, Ballack. Unbelievably plays 38 minutes a game in Big East basketball as we check out these other stars.
The good and not so good. Marcus Zagorowski with 10 points. Tyshawn Alexander came on late. He has 9. Mamo Kalishvili in foul trouble with 3 in the first half. Miles Powell, no field goals for a man that averages 22 points a game and who has a chance to become the National College Player of the Year.
I mentioned Ballack with foul problems. Obviously played the whole half. And again, he plays 38 minutes at top-notch speed. What shape that kid's got to be in.
So Roden inbounds the ball with McKnight, Cale, Gill, and Powell. See if they go to Miles Powell early. McKnight down the lane, lobs it, and a jam for Romaro Gill.
That's what makes Willard good. Always something in his hip pocket to come out and get it going.
And that ties the game up at 41. Zagorowski guarded by McKnight. He's been hassling him all evening. Now a drive, the line.
He blocked the pass.
Powell, bounce pass, knocked away, picked up. Alexander. Baseline, Jefferson wide open. And Gill with a rebound.
You mentioned it earlier. Gill's become a basketball player.
Boy, he looks terrific.
He really does. He's got a little offensive game, too, when they go to him.
Roden baseline. Gill calling for it. Skip pass. McKnight goes up high and is fouled by Zagorowski.
Nice setup with a little ball screen. roll to the lane and a nice little lob, and the rest is elementary, as they would say, with that size differential. The big fella sent it in.
You can tell Gill has gotten stronger. His balance is so much better than it was when he first started here at Seton Hall.
He's got great speed, too.
Powell almost stripped. Ignite shows it, deals it. Gill jams it.
In the right spot. You stepped to acknowledge the dribbler. You pay dearly.
Just like that, Seton Hall back on top. Jones. Fadeaway blocked by Gill. Look at the presence of the big man.
Taking over.
Powell, deep. Fans just waiting for Miles Powell to hit one shot.
Wait for him to explode.
Zagorowski off the dribble.
Tough shot.
And a nice tap by Kelvin Jones.
Sure was. Squared him away there. Boxed his guy out. Zagorowski keeps rubbing his arm. So I'm wondering if that elbow hurt. A clean look for the guy.
Still can't get one to fall. Kale traveled on the rebound.
Just a really good feel here. The ability to freeze people with ball fakes and the drive and just open up solid. Big fella looming large. Once that D steps up, he finishes the deal.
Oh, and a steal. McKnight saved it. Goes down hard. But Ballack recovers. Ballack.
Look at that. No. Number 35, Lumen.
Zagorowski, deflected. Pyle.
Here we go.
He might get his first one here. What Trenton makes, the world takes.
Off the D. That's a surprise.
45-43. What a feeling in the gym tonight, folks. These guys are going at it in the Big East.
I look for Alexander, a little dribble drive here, but I look for Alexander to get free.
There he is. And hits.
He thought he got fouled, too. This kid is dynamite.
Tyshawn Alexander starting to heat up now. 12 points.
Nice find by Zagorowski. His patience with the big guy.
Roden sets his feet. Tyshawn leads Ballack.
Nice.
Deflected out of bounds as Roden got all the way back down.
Great. That's what they do. They make you run the floor, but look at this. That's a stop sign, in case you're not aware of it, but why not? Get it off the D. Dribble, drive, and the big-time jam right by the Delaware River. Maybe Reynolds there with a little small change. This Creighton team, guys, has no problem scoring. So many weapons. He has not gotten too many clean looks from deep.
Ballack can't get by McKnight. Drop step inside, deals it, gets it back. Quick shot off the heel. Gill kicks it out to Kale. Reynolds.
Getting a little rest for Powell, too. See where they go.
Tonight,
he likes to take over when Powell is out. Tough shot.
Jefferson. Ziggy. And he throws that one out of bounds. 15-13 to play, second half. 46-45 Blue Jays.
Hey, Raph, it's that time of the night. It's time for just one more.
All right, Coach. It's your time. What's on your mind? And I mean, you gotta respond because you got the devil in one ear,
and Jay Wright in the other.
And Jay Wright in the other.
Big Mac wouldn't buy me a drink, I don't think. But there's similarities in these programs. And when you look at Seton Hall, the unselfish play, guys know their roles. They're deeper than Creighton. And there's a rapport they seem to have in watching them practice where it doesn't matter who scores. It's just great cooperation, coordination, and a feel. And that is why they've been on this 10-1 run. And of course, Creighton, on the other hand, is a basketball team that thrives on the three. And they're Seton Hall now trying to force them at least to twos. And you got Gill in the back as a preventive measure. But that guy on the sideline's been a terrific talent for Creighton. And this program, what he's been able to do has been magnificent.
Seton Hall started the second half with Sandro Mamakelichvili on the bench. Remember, he picked up 3 fouls in that first half. Here's Powell. Reynolds slashing, dealing. Gill, another big-time jam.
We've seen that show before.
47-46 Seton Hall. Gill with 11 points, 6 this half.
Boy, if you don't contain, you're going to pay dearly. You're number 35 in the back for the Hall.
Bishop. Jefferson on a screen. The kick. Mahoney. Rebounded Jefferson, and he can't lay it in. Still fighting. And foul.
I think Rode might have gotten up in the back. Ballot gets his first break, really. A little bit of a blow, but dribble drive, step up, and boy, paid the price. Bang by the big fella. I like how he separates. He knows one step is magical on the finish.
Roden called for the foul his first. So Damian Jefferson from East Chicago, Indiana. Correct myself. First free throw good. He had 16 against St. John's on Saturday. As Sandro Mamakelichvili comes in for the first time here in the second half. Jefferson, last 5 games, he's shooting a ridiculous 67%, 24 of 36, 72% on twos, 3 for 7 on threes.
They have molded this team. They all have played with confidence. We talk about the threes, but also dribble drive and passing, stretching.
McKnight, fadeaway jump shot, and he gets the bounce. Quincy McKnight.
Oh, Gill's got to get back. And they got the little,
Zagorowski, McKnight speeding him up.
Yeah, a little bit. Not so sure he walked, though. A little kick to the corner. But Gill never saw it. Zagorowski actually could have taken it himself. Gill was looking for his matchup.
If we ever play in the park, I'm going to tell Quincy McKnight, don't you think about guarding me.
Yeah, he's one of those, oh, no, this is going to be a long Saturday morning.
Exactly. Paul popping out on the wing, guarded by Alexander. Doing a nice job on him. Takes him in and out. Step back, pushed off. A little frustration setting in now.
Yeah, he knew it. Rising to the occasion. Anybody that good, it's the X on the back. And Alexander, no slouch at either end of the floor. It's great footwork and then the cell. Solid. Got to keep Gill moving, I think. Bishop's got to get away from the basket. So at least they can attack and then maybe kick it opposite. Here they bring him out now.
They reverse it. Jefferson. 10 to shoot. Zagorowski picks it up.
Nice
inside.
pass.
Nice look to Bishop.
And Gill sort of stargazing at Bishop with a great read.
50-49. Back and forth they go. 16 lead changes in this game.
Staggered double first time.
Inside. Mamakelichvili. Too strong. Mahoney brings it up the floor after the rebound. Mahoney driving now. Pivots. Everybody's using that Villanova jump stop now, Coach.
Jalen Brunson, right? Archie Diacono.
Ziggy.
Ziggy can zigzag and create havoc.
52-49. 12.6 times for Marcus Zagorowski. Kalishvili inside, counted on the foul.
He shot it that time. Last time he sort of threw it, pushed it. Takes advantage of his size and ability. Coming to that right shoulder. Lefties love that. And Gill just roams a little too far and pays dearly. A little slip pass and finish. Bishop alert. Eat two. And Ziggy with a wonderful feel for this game, whether it's deep, mid-range, or layups.
Free throw is good. 52 up. 12:40 to play. Two of the top 25 teams in the nation. Back door. Zagorowski.
Well, that is really great preparation. Playing small, nobody at home, lift the center, wide open at the rim.
McKnight. Baseline. Reynolds. Batted out. Kale got a hand on it. New shot clock for the Pirates. Power dribble. Sandro Kalishvili.
Playing the center. What? Bishop's got to keep busy, enable others to attack.
Bishop slips.
Bishop crowns the hall.
It's a good college basketball game tonight, Cole.
It is. It's fun.
56-54. McKnight creating off the glass and in.
Pretty impressive. Body search and deliver.
56. There's a buzz in the building, folks. Big East basketball on Fox. Ziggy again off the glass. No. And a foul. Bishop attacking the 10, and he'll go to the line.
Yeah, Bishop very active, got him chance and opportunity, but right here, the big fella, the lefty, delivered with a shout out for everybody back at Omaha. Bang! Send it in, lefty.
Two of the biggest stars in the Big East go head-to-head next, folks. It's Marcus Howard leading number 18 Marquette against Sadiq Bey and number 15 Villanova right here on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. And your standings in the Big East, what do you see?
Well, the middle of the pack is pretty good, and that's the danger as they come down the stretch. Providence, one of those sleeping giants, had beaten Creighton, and yet the match within the match of forcing teams to play a little smaller, and all of a sudden we're going to see everybody out here, and just a great read by Zagorowski. Gives it up and like nobody protecting, and why not go? Nice simple layup drill. Great read, and it all starts over there with that guy.
Marcus Zagorowski had a career-high 32 points against Texas Tech in November. 30 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists versus Nebraska in December.
And they go back big with Gill. Kalishvili gets a little bit of blow with those 3 fouls, and Ballack back on the forward, his 3.
The Bishop at the line. Shooting 2.
This kid leaves it all out there, Gus. Has to play big people night in and night out. And more than one frequently.
He began his high school career as a point guard.
Yeah, I think he grew like 7 or 8 inches.
No, try 12.
12, well.
I was waiting for that. Never happened. Still waiting for it.
12, he'd still be in the NBA. Nice job hand hedging to keep Powell quiet.
Cross court, Roden. Good work.
And he has worked on that. And that tells you about Powell. All about winning. Great find.
59-58 Seton Hall. Zagorowski in the front court. Reynolds, tough defender. He'll stick with it. Make him work for it.
Well, this is a terrific defensive team.
Ballack may have been hit on the arm on the release. Bishop. And it whizzed this one out of bounds.
I thought that hit the rim too, but this extra pass, just stepping into the shot position, Just a terrific feel for his teammate.
Ballack 0 for 6 from the field, no points. He averages 13 a game. He's a prolific three-point shooter. Now Powell drives, kicks, Kale, catch and shoot. Zagorowski with the rebound. Feed Mahoney on the box.
Tough match here. He's strong.
Mahoney across the lane and foul.
Road must have reached down on that particular play. Gill in the back, ready to protect as well. But this is what this guy does. Power forward, will play center for them. And there certainly was some body contact.
Florida native. Southeast Missouri State transfer. Sat out last year, wasn't eligible this season until after the fall semester.
And Gus, when he comes off the bench, he's ready to shoot it. He's not afraid. He's a confident player.
Reminds me of a kid that played at Iowa State years ago. Kenny Pratt.
Oh, boy, you're going back.
Kelvin Cato, Kenny Pratt, Dedrick Willoughby. Great Iowa State team. Roden fires, contested this time. And Zagorowski, look at him. Smallest guy on the floor gets in there and gets the rebound.
He's a player. That's what they do. They gang rebound this team. Look at Gill. Nice little help.
5 rebounds for Ziggy.
This is a tough match now. Dribble drive, I would.
Drives and a foul on the floor.
Smart play, Jefferson. Marquez, for folks who haven't seen him, this is the complete package. He's got mid-range. He sees things, not afraid to attack that rim. Understand situations. Everybody lifted, nice back cut, and as you mentioned, rebounds when necessary.
Well, his brother is Michael Carter Williams, who plays for the Orlando Magic.
How about that screen and dive to the rim, Alexander? This is like schoolyard right now. Look at the size of everybody.
14 points for Tyshawn Alexander. 62-59, Powell inside. Not his day. They kick it. Reynolds gets the puck. He's on.
The kick out, Gus. Sounds better coming from you.
Oh, no, it doesn't. 62-62.
Such a danger. Offensive rebound kick.
Mahoney now. Hell-bent to the basket. No. Roden with a rebound. McKnight, the lob inside. Sandro Mamokanishvili.
Same thing, taking advantage. The one big is Mahmoud. Oh, you can't leave him.
Ballack. Can he get one? No. Another rebound for Roden.
Boy, they dodged one there.
8:05 to play.
Time for a deep bomb here, I think, if he gets his feet set.
Drives.
Nice play defensively.
And Seton Hall will hold on.
Mamu with the little dive. Big fella, great preparation. Knowing where you're at.
And welcome back to Big East Basketball, sponsored by Jeep Grand Cherokee. We've got a hot one for you here tonight. 64-62, Seton Hall ranked 10th in the nation. And they have a fight on their hands against the 23rd ranked Bluejays from Creighton. As we take a look at the game reset, each team with 3 timeouts left, and the arrow favoring Creighton.
Gus Hall doing a lot better job as we check out the foul problems for each club. Second half, 16 points in the paint. And this guy, is he ready to explode? Creighton has played great defense. He's played within himself. But at any moment, he can go off. Nice shot. And that was all Powell. They hand heads to help Powell. And Sandro, Mamba, Kids, Philly, getting to the rim.
That was all Kevin Willard as well.
Great preparation. Little pin down series, and they hadn't run it, Gus, you're right.
66-62, foul up top. And that's the fourth on Mamo Kalishvili as Mahoney hits the deck.
Just a little bit too anxious. Just a great little pin down and then the slip. That is just solid basketball. And as you noted, off the timeout, we've seen this time in and time out by Kevin Willard. He knows what he's doing over there.
Where do you coaches learn all these plays over the years?
Well, with his dad, right? And Rick Pitino.
That's right.
And he's been around some terrific
Ralph Willard,
mentors.
Kevin's father, great basketball coach. He coached Kevin, his son at Pitt. Mahoney. I'd love to have a guy like Denzel Mahoney on your team. Grinder.
Toughness, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, he's always got your back kind of a kid and doesn't mind playing out of position.
Second free throw good at 6'5". 66-64. 7:33 to play in regulation. Powell.
Oh, not a good play.
Picked up, bounce pass. Jefferson ahead of the field. Euro step. Good.
And wisely, McKnight getting out of harm's way.
Powell has turned it over 4 times for Seton Hall. 66-66.
He's got to be careful. Nice little pin down for Powell.
Crosses over, pulls up 3. In and out.
Oh, they're going to check out. A good play. Gill gave ground. I don't know if that was Ballack that tried to stick him, but you make a mistake against a talent-laden offensive team, you pay dearly.
Fourth on Bishop. And he'll come out of the game replaced by Kelvin Jones. Reynolds. Batted out, Gill.
He's done a great job. Anything to help the cause.
6:50 to go. McKnight keeps the dribble alive. Blocked by Jones. Recovered by Jefferson.
Nice play by him. So gave ground nicely.
Baseline. Mahoney. Pure.
How about that?
Denzel. Oscar award-winning jump shot.
And they are not afraid to give it up. Great look ahead. Unselfish play. Even if you're struggling. Ballack acknowledges here. Old-time chest pass. A little nylon deep. Through the goggles.
.6:28 to go in the second half. Creighton up by 3. We reset it for you. Creighton with only 3 team fouls. Seton Hall with 7. 3 timeouts for the Bluejays, 2 for the Pirates. Arrow. As you take a look at the foul trouble.
It doesn't seem to bother either team. They just play a little different. Change the lineup, and in testimonies of that is this guy, Denzel Mahoney, playing center, power forward. Showed his mid-range game, his driving ability, the corner 3, whatever you need. A valuable weapon amongst that arsenal of talent for Creighton, who can shoot the ball.
Different story for Miles Powell, not having a good night. 1 for 10, 7 points. He averages about 22 a game.
Coming off screens now, and they are right there on the catch.
Top of the arc, Roden, they swing it, McKnight. Now Roden driving hard, lobs it, Gill. Can he make the catch? Yes. But the arrow will favor Creighton.
A good play by Mahoney again. Tough-minded Creighton team. They're not going away.
Both these teams beat Villanova at the Wells Fargo Center.
That's offensive foul. Goodness.
Second time Jones has done that.
Yeah, I mean, you just run up and under, violate the guy's territory. And he gives them an empty possession. Just leaning on, just stop. You can't blame the dribbler either. Occasionally, the dribbler leaves a little bit early, causes that problem.
Jones is hot. Coach McDermott will have a conversation, a quick one, with his big fella. 3-point game. Under 6 to go in regulation.
Posting up Sandro, who's done a nice job in here.
Ball
Nice
deflected.
deflection.
Jefferson, can he out-hustle Reynolds? Whoa, what a play! Ziggy to the hole, and good! Jefferson made that play on his backside.
Talk about hustle, being a scrappy performer.
9-0 run for the Blue Jays.
Offense again, and that's number 5, Sandro. Same thing. This is just, look at the deflection, and you're right. Incredible assist from the derriere.
Whoa. Now that is a highlight for you.
That sure is impressive.
And now, Sandro Mamukelashvili is fouled out. Seton Hall has turned it over the last 3 trips.
He's got to be careful. Same thing at the other end. That little movement there cost him. Guy's just impatient.
We'll leave with 13 points and 6 rebounds.
It takes away the little inside game they've been running.
71-66.
See what Samuel can do now. He's got a tough matchup here. This kid can put it on the floor, too.
Mahoney almost traveled. Ballot, no field goals in this game. Alexander crosses over, 18-footer. And Rhoden rips it.
Good rebounder.
Seton Hall's only conference loss came to Xavier on this court. Samuel picks it up.
Powell's got to keep moving. He's standing still a little bit.
Inside as McKnight tries to thread the needle, and it's kicked.
Get a reset at 20. He's got to be in motion. He can't be a spectator. He's too important to this team. He loosens a lot of things up.
Seton Hall, no points in the last 3 minutes and 14 seconds. Inside, Miles Powell slips to the basket and gets one. 71-68. And here comes the crowd. Tyjon Alexander. And he throws it away.
Well, they're so used to kicking to the corner for the 3 and then a little dive to the rim. Cost them.
McKnight. Rhoden. Reynolds. Samuel. And Powell on the court for Seton Hall. Powell straight up.
Just can't get it going. Both coaches, I think, of Ballot struggling. One of their mainstays. Same thing with Powell.
4 minutes to go. Mahoney will take that shot if you give him space.
And he can drive it, too. I think that's his advantage in this matchup.
Shaking. Pumping. Blocked. And somehow Jefferson's there for the follow.
Oh, that kid has played terrific basketball of late.
73-68. McKnight, one-on-one. And a whistle and foul.
Taking over. They need him. If Powell's stronger at the other end. Scrappy play. We saw that miraculous play by Jefferson. The matches it right here, beat it in the right spot. Finish it. Big time.
We are ready for Big East basketball here. This is what it's about. And a steal by Gillespie. Drives to the basket. Up and in.
And Howard hits another one.
Trying to guard Marcus Howard is a nightmare.
Finds Samuel, open 3. He nails it.
Into the rack. You have got to be kidding me.
Westbrook drops through. Find it for the champ.
Comes in for 3. Oh,
As you take a look at the standings in the Big East, Seton Hall, Creighton, 2 top teams, followed by Marquette and Villanova. Our game to follow. I tell you, if I was at home today, man, I would have had a chance to go to the grocery store, and they'd be cold at 6:30.
Yeah.
Freezing. And I'd be on the couch watching these 2 games, man.
I heard your voice during those promos. You sound in good form. And the Big East tournament will be pretty exceptional, too. Yeah. Everybody's leaving it out there now.
Best time of year.
So many competitive teams in this conference.
McKnight. What has Creighton done to slow down this Seton Hall offense?
Well, defensively, they've just done a great job exchanging, switching on the perimeter, not giving foul opportunities. You usually flow off your mainstay, and they have shut him down. And conversely, at the other end, they have forced Seton Hall occasionally to play smaller than they would want.
3-point game, though. Zagorowski guarded by Reynolds, playing him into his right hand. Drives that way. Stops. Deals Jefferson.
One dot. What a find. Patience by Zagorowski.
Damian Jefferson has been sensational. Zagorowski with 7 assists.
Automatic switch. Somebody always on Powell.
Oh, McKnight, did he travel? No. And he gets a foul. Wow. What a step through.
Boy, he hung in there pretty good with that pivot play. Well, if Powell can't do it, McKnight is the guy that can light it up. Good, clean play and finish.
Seton Hall's only loss in the Big East this season came 11 days ago against Xavier. Tyreek Jones had a massive game for the Musketeers, 19 points, 18 rebounds, leading Xavier to a 74-62 win over the 10th-ranked Pirates.
I can see physically how Jones can dominate. Tough matchup for Kevin Willard's guys, but they have responded without Powell. He's done a really good job getting others involved, whether it was Reynolds early. And of course, the constancy of Quincy certainly is impressive. And again, the foul problems for each team.
Damian Jefferson, though, has been wonderful.
Sure has.
Jefferson with 17 points. Here's Zagorowski in the backcourt. Mahoney gets it over the line to Damian Jefferson.
2-2-1 and then back. Man. Automatic. Let's see what they're doing now. This is their matchup. They haven't done this since the first couple of minutes. It's dangerous in the sense you can dribble, drive, and find. But it's confusing him down to 5.
Alexander thinking about it, guarded by Gill, wants to take him off the dribble. And a shot clock violation.
Tell you what, Kevin Willard, always some magic coming out of timeouts.
75-72, 2:23 to play in regulation. Quincy McKnight. Out top, Powell. Still can't get one to go. He's 2 for 13. Jump shot not there tonight.
Not at all. Pretty good set play for him, too.
Mahoney, pump fake, down the lane, kicks it corner, Alexander. 1:56 to go.
Watch for him in the early.
Powell. The finger roll. Out of control.
He's hurt, too. No. He's been 5-on-4. They're going to get a look.
Jefferson. Hesitation to the cup. Loose. Taken away by Reynolds.
Well, they didn't have to be in a hurry. That trip. Could have got a good one.
McKnight. The lob. Gill gets it again. Jump hook goes down.
How about sticking with it?
Seton Hall with only 1 timeout remaining. Creighton with 3, now 2. 1:13 to go, second half. 75-74. Can Creighton hold on the road? We'll see right after this. 75-74, Creighton with the lead. Blue Jays have fouls to give. Seton Hall over the limit. 2 timeouts for Creighton, 1 for Seton Hall. And there's the foul trouble. Mamukelashvili out for the Pirates. Bishop with 4.
And Gus Seton Hall's come out with that 2-2-1, and now it's half court, as it'll probably force it back. They may start man and go back to that matchup, which did confuse and cause a shot clock violation for Creighton. Got to move Gill around, though, if you're going to get anything at the rim.
Ballack, Jefferson, Mahoney, Zagorowski, as well as Alexander on the court.
And this is that matchup now.
Mahoney a 3. Onions.
And they were confused in what they were doing, and you're right. Powell was under the rim thinking it was a different look. Not very alert, boy, they pay.
78-74, McKnight to Reynolds. He's hit one from there. Drives, air ball. And with 47 seconds to go, Creighton with the lead and the ball.
They're going to play this one straight and give the foul. Boy, just a miscommunication. And you'll see Powell in the 3-second lane. See him pointing there? They're in a match. Some are in man, some are in matchup, and why not? Denzel. Whew.
But the courage to take that shot, Coach.
How about that?
A 3.
This team is loose and relaxed, competitive. And just a little mistake like that, it end up costing you.
Zagorowski makes the first, 79-74. Creighton with an opportunity to notch their second huge road win of the season.
And their margin of error, according to Greg McDermott, is minimal. Not deep. Plays 7 people generally.
Zagorowski, 18 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds on 7 of 10 shooting. You can tell he's been learning a lot from his brother, Michael Carter-Williams.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's a terrific NBA player and was a star at Syracuse. Here's McKnight.
Got to go quick.
McKnight, double pumps off the glass and in. Jefferson.
Got to give it.
They'll play keep away now. Zagorowski.
Nice job moving it.
Alexander. Mahoney.
Got it. A little bit late. Wasted a lot of time. McKnight trying to provide the lift that Powell was unable to do in today's performance, or tonight's performance. Was the tough kid getting to the rim, and Mamu sitting there with those 5 fouls. The inside game lost.
80-76.
Still only need a deuce, guys. Push it and go for the deuce. You might get a 3 if they collapse the defense.
Second free throw good for Jefferson.
A little pressure now. Make them use a little clock. Good move.
Here's McKnight. Speed dribble. Misses the layup. Roden can't hold on.
All because everybody was ball watching. Roden, a terrific offensive rebounder, just stays in right position. Terrific job in able to dominate at the rim, and a chance for a 3-point play here. All because of the dribble drive. Not wasting any time. Going for the 2, you end up with 3.
So what's the strategy for Kevin Willard if Roden hits this free throw?
I think you got to gamble once, give 1 trap, and stretch out the game. 1 trap, jump the passing lane, and give the foul.
Roden not a good foul shooter, but 2 for 2 tonight. And he gets it.
Need to go big on the ball right now. Face guard. Ideally, you'd love a 5-second violation.
And Alexander fouled on the sideline.
He was close to out of bounds, too. It's stretching the game out, though. Get your best ball handler taking the basketball out. Thinking he had stepped out of bounds. I think he stayed in, though, before the foul.
Alexander at the line. (82-79). Creighton 12 of 13 from the free throw line this half.
I think they're going to call a timeout if he makes this.
Second one good. And a timeout call by Creighton. 83-79. A lot of time left, folks. 14.8. Back to the Rock after this. (83-79). The Creighton Blue Jays have been excellent tonight as you take a look at the game reset.
And the big thing now is they come back on the floor. If they extend the pressure, they've got to retreat. Cannot let this team get ahead of steam and go to the rim quickly. See, they'll just think of the deuce and attack, and they got the pressure now. Looks more of a zone look.
Kale, the inbounder, on the baseline. Here's Powell.
Good job retreating.
Powell from deep. And the rebound to Mahoney.
I don't know if they needed that. They got to go to the rim. The three and you miss. Say goodnight. Well, proves what this conference is all about.
Oh, man. Got to come to play.
Don't get high on your horse, or they're going to pull the saddle.
Denzel Mahoney. First one good. How about Coach McDermott and his Creighton Blue Jays coming into Newark? And they will head out of this gym with a big-time victory.
I'll say. Great preparation. Very flexible in the way they play. Large, small, in between.
Powell. As my father would say, a day late and a dollar short.
I have heard that before.
With 1.4 remaining, Powell was 3 for 14 in the loss to Xavier. He's 3 for 16 tonight.
That sort of tells you a story. A lot of things flow from number 13. And he knows he's got a lot of pride. He's a tough kid. Came up empty. Great preparation defensively, though. They shadowed him. They exchanged bodies on him. It made it very difficult for him.
On the other side, though, for Creighton, their supporting cast of Jefferson, Mahoney, and Bishop combined for 47 points and 17 rebounds in a night where Ballack did not have a field goal. No points. 0 for 7.
And Gus, we talked about that. 23 straight games with a 3. Coming up empty. But yet, the fortitude, the team play, the sharing, and finding the right guy. And everybody willing and able to take shots and knock them down. Now looking for a 5-second violation here, if possible. Everybody up at this end, you might see the home run going the other way. Inbounding down here can be dangerous.
85-82. And a foul. It looks like it'll be called on Kale. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Blue Jays. Man, they're going to feel good after this one. Saturday they have DePaul at home, then at Marquette, and home to Butler.
And you know, we know DePaul has struggled, but they're a good basketball team.
Not bad.
I mean, they had a great beginning of the year, just when they got in it.
Seton Hall's upcoming schedule at Providence on Saturday. In Butler and St. John's back-to-back home games. Tyshawn. Slow burn.
Yeah, that sort of settles it.
Second one good.
He played great defense, too.
And that's it. Creighton comes into a hostile environment. And the Blue Jays defeat Seton Hall 87-82. Great combined effort for Coach Greg McDermott's team. Creighton improves their record to 19-6, 8-4 in Big East play, 5-4 on the road as we update the Big East standings. Seton Hall still top of the table. 4 Blue Jay players tonight with 18 points each. And Butler, folks, just beat Xavier. A happy Coach Mack. 87-82 the final for Bill Raftery. This is Gus Johnson. We'll send you to Rob Stone and Jim Jackson at Villanova. Marquette Villanova, folks, it's going to be a great one.